Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Diamond point guard Gary Payton. I'm really intrigued to try out this Gary Payton card, and yes, I will do gameplay with his dynamic duo with Sean Kemp later, but I think a lot of people are going to pick up this Gary Payton card as a standalone option. That duo is over 300k combined, but this Gary Payton, I mean, people want defense at the point guard position, and I think Gary Payton is going to give you that at as high of a level as anybody. Obviously, the question at the end of the day, honestly, is going to simply be, how is his release? How does he play offensively? How complete is he as an offensive card? And if he holds his own offensively, he will be right there in the discussion with a guy like Donte DiVincenzo as the best point guard in the game. The fact that Donte DiVincenzo, in my opinion, is the best point guard in the game right now is mind-boggling, by the way, but I truly am very intrigued by this Gary Payton and interested to see what he can do. So, yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into it. He is, what, 6'4" at the point guard position, so okay size, not insane, but 91 offense, 99 defense. Coming with a 94 driving layup, 89 mid-range, 89 3-ball, 80 driving dunk, 90 ball handle, 80 block, 87 interior, 99 steal, 98 perimeter. That's ridiculous. 95 speed, 3-ball, and excel, 86 vert, 86 strength, 95 stamina, 95 hustle, and 98 lateral quickness. Overall, he looks like a beast, man. Badge-wise, 11 hoffs include dimer, anchor, clamps, glove, interceptor, pick dodger, blow-by, speed booster, right stick ripper, bulldozer, and 94 feet. I am very surprised, honestly, to see him be that complete as an overall, like in terms of the offensive badges. Having Hoff Bulldozer, Hoff Speed Booster, Hoff Blow-By is really, really nice, in addition to obviously the defense. 44 golds include badges like Fast Twitch, Posterizer, Catch and Shoot, Claimer, Corner Specialist, Guard Up, Space Creator, Bailout, Handles for Days, Hyperdrive, Unpluckable, Challenger, Chase Down Artist, Post Lockdown, Pogo Stick, Rebound Chaser, Precision Dunker, Physical Handles, Triple Strike, Fast Feet, and Immovable Enforcer. The fact that he has Gold and Movable Enforcer as well, that's a pretty important badge. That's the badge that kind of counters Bulldozer. So that's pretty nice to have. Really the only badge when you're looking at this card that he doesn't have. He doesn't have the shooting badges, Agent 3 blinders, and Limitless Range, I guess. Those are the three probably key shooting badges that he's missing. Outside of that, I mean, the slashing is actually very solid, and defensively, besides Brick Wall, he's got everything else too. So, like, you look at this card, he does a lot of things really well, although, is that Jamal Murray behind the back on Gary Payton, plus a Hoff Speed Booster, 95 speed? I mean, hold up. Interesting. Way to make it interesting then. This Gary Payton is, like, kind of intriguing in terms of the way that he moves. He's really quick. His release is not insane, but like it's not terrible either, and you could definitely, like, it pretty much snaps green. It's not smooth. It's not hard to green. It's smooth and easy. I mean, he's on the court at the end of the day for his defense more than he is for his offense. But actually with this type of offense, I mean, he's got what? He also has D-Book push cross. So like D-Book push cross with a awesome escape, as well as I mean, a pretty solid release, Hoff Bulldozer, and good slashing badges, Hoff Blow-By, all that type of stuff. You're looking at one of the more complete actual point guards in the game, because he does have legit offensive capability as well, not just a defensive card. I am excited to try out this Gary Payton card. Let's hop into a game. Let's see what he can do. All right, going up against BH Bam, 1 KOs, Rex Chapman, Tyler Hero, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Middleton, and Shaq. Kind of a weird team. Chris Middleton and Shaq at 4 and 5 is not very good. He's got a ton of offense in his 1 through 3 though, and Gary Payton is here to shut down that offense, going up against Rex Chapman, one of the best, probably the best defensive point guard in the game versus the best offensive point guard in the game, or one of the best offensive point guards in the game anyway. Kind of a fun matchup here, but Chris Middleton, I know Kwame Brown's not the most insane perimeter defender, but this just doesn't feel like a matchup that favors Kwame Brown that favors Chris Middleton in the slightest. Having him at power forward just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Contest here, watch the fade. We click on and don't get enough of a contest there. Love that he just got me stuck first possession, and that's how he gets a bucket, but it is what it is, right? Bring Kwame to me, set a nice little screen and roll here. Let's go between the legs. Let's attack downhill. I don't like the fact that Gary doesn't have, I don't like the James Harden escape. It doesn't have a good front escape. It's not a good animation for his burst, but outside of that, his between the legs burst is great. His same side burst is great. The Hoff Speed Booster is noticeable. He feels very quick. And then obviously the Hoff Bulldozer is a pretty big badge as well when it comes to driving to the rim through people's bodies and stuff. Defensively, there's literally going to be nobody more impactful than a guy like Gary Payton on the court. That's honestly, like, at the end of the day, that's obviously what you want, but he is pretty ridiculous on the defensive end of the court, I would say. Slashing, kick it to the, ooh, nice, wide open 3-ball. Adam Morrison, green light, will take that. Pass to an assist there. Gary doesn't get any sort of statistical credit for that one, but it's still a nice play, and we take a 5-2 lead. His shot creation is not his main role. Again, kind of like a guy like Donte DiVincenzo or a lot of the other point guards people are using, Luka Doncic, the top point guards in the game, a lot of the ones that are being used, with the exception of, I would say, really Devin Booker and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, most of the competitive point guards that are being used are a little bit more defensive than they are offensive. And that's fine. I think Gary Payton's in that same book. And I think guys like these cards, they do, to a certain extent, need, I meant to bail out to Wemby, but I just shot an air ball. That's fun. Whatever. I do think that there's like a certain amount of, I don't know, man. Like, look at his lateral movement, and 99 lateral quickness, 98 steal or whatever it is, maybe vice versa, whatever. With the speed that he has, though, and everything, I mean, he's a menace, man. Good defense by Carmelo, but we step up. Come on, Gary. Yep, Gary's gonna get a contest. Come on, what are you shooting, bro? Like, what did you expect to happen there? I literally don't know. Come here. Now we're gonna go back to the left, and we're gonna push cross. Okay, can I just trigger the right, bro? Hello. Push crosses aren't that hard to trigger. Thank you. Free. Goodness gracious. And I shoot it early. 3 hunting is not his thing. It's not. I mean, normal fade is good. You can definitely use that to create a couple of shots and stuff. But he's not like unbelievably. He's just a little small. He's not a ridiculous threat slashing the rim, although he certainly is a threat. It was a nice dunk that he finished at the beginning of the game. And I just don't think he's much of a threat at all as a 300. That's one thing I will say comparing him to DiVincenzo. I think DiVincenzo's release is a little better. I think his 3-hunting ability in general is better. And also he had more of the shooting badges that Gary simply doesn't have. Hard off ball in the corner. Never seen that before. What amazing defense. You're so good at the game. Let's go screen here and see what we can do, man. Gary, ooh, nice, a downhill attack. Kwame to Gary. Gary with the layup, and he gets blocked. I'm just trying to force the scoring with him. He is very much a secondary, maybe even a tertiary scorer for me. I'm going to be honest. That is my opinion. And so if you are getting this card without putting scoring next to him at the 2 and the 3, that's a bad idea. I'm going to be honest. But if you are getting him with scoring at the 2 and the 3, kind of like I have right now, I got Kobe and Adam Morris, and that's so much offense at my 2 and my 3. Even Kwame at the 4 is a pretty offensive card with an awesome release and Kemba escape and stuff. Like, I do like the idea of having a truly incredible defensive point guard, and that is definitely what Gary Payton has given me. That, I mean, Donte DiVincenzo, as solid of a defender as he is, and I do think he's a very solid defender, you're just getting more with Gary Payton than you're not getting with other point guards at the defensive end of the court. Nice fade. There we go. No agent 3 needed there with the high enough 3 ball to knock that one down. That's a nice shot. Normal fade. Beautiful stuff. And let's step back up. Stay in front again. Good defense here. We're going to go through these screens. Chase down, recover, stay in front. Watch that. Good defense. Help up here. Now play that. Good D. Yep. Oh my goodness. He is so caged, man. Look at the defense. Look at Gary. Look at Gary. Yes, sir. Stay in front. Contest nothing. There might not be a better defensive guard on the perimeter in the entire game than Gary Payton. His defensive animations are always amazing, but this year I think he's good enough right now. I don't think the point guard position in general is good enough to where I kind of like the fact that you can literally run whoever you want at the point guard position right now at a competitive level. I will say, as much as I think the gameplay is kind of in a poor state right now, the point guard position specifically, and a couple other positions, even power forward, a couple others, you can kind of just run whoever you want. There's like 10 viable guys. I feel like that's kind of the case at power forward. It's definitely the case at point guard. Gary Payton is another one of those point guards, and to me, he might be one of the very best, but between Donte DiVincenzo, Luka, Drew Holiday, D'Angelo Russell, Gary Payton, Magic, Penny, D-Book, SGA, LaMelo, Cade. I mean, I could probably keep going. There are Dante Exum is a budget PG. Kaysen Wallace is a budget PG. Like, there are so many legitimately viable budget PGs and just overall point guards in this game right now that you can use. And I think the main reason is because there's not like that one PG who's insanely better than everybody else right now that you have to use, or like the one defining number one guy. There's so many good options right now, and that is good for the game because we're not playing the same cards every single day, and I think, or every single game, and I think that is a positive. At the same time, the gameplay could still use some work. Duh. But Gary Payton playing well, man. 9 points, 2 assists. Defensively, he's obviously a menace, which we know is going to be the case. I'm kind of seeing a role for him, though. Like, I really do believe next to Morrison and Kobe, who are my favorite 2 and 3 combination right now, as much as I like Donte DiVincenzo's offense, Gary Payton's truly incredible defense is really nice. Not to mention Hoff Bulldozer just overpowering Rex Chapman there. Love to see that on the downhill drive. That right there was the value of that Hoff Bulldozer. We haven't really seen it this game, but that right there was it. The ability to create that separation driving to the rim. Really impressed. 11 points, 2 assists, 5 of 7, and 1 of 2 from 3. Gary Payton's a really good card, and I think he has the ability to compete at the highest level at the point guard position. Where I would rank him at the PG spot, I honestly am not totally sure, but it would be pretty high. He's up there for sure. One of the best. top 2 or 3 in my opinion. Like really, really good card. Just because how impactful he is defensively. Offensively, he's not unbelievable, but he's definitely gonna hold his own as well. So that's gonna do it for this video. Hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.